day.
This winter on Heavy Rescue 401.
People are stuck everywhere. We got heavy trucks blocking every single lane.
Slow down!
Somebody's gonna cause an accident.
You okay, Chris? You're gonna hit.
Now the fun starts.
Every once in a while, Mother Nature likes to remind us who's in charge.
Unbelievable.
This is the part that makes me nervous.
Pressure's on. Right, we got trucks everywhere.
No, run!
Toronto and Southern Ontario facing their first major snow event of the year.
Man, it's all slick, really slick. Every day this week, the traffic's been beauty. I don't know what's going on today.
On the highways of Toronto, winter has started off slow.
It is a very slippery, slick area.
But this morning, it's making up for lost time.
NM2 has been advised.
Plunging temperatures have covered the roads in a slick layer of ice.
This is the first blast of winter that we've seen, and we know, when winter conditions happen, traffic can change in an instant.
Just west of the city, Sergeant Kerry Schmidt is bracing for the chaos that comes with a sudden turn in the weather.
We expect drivers to be hypervigilant and be prepared to respond because we know traffic can come to a stop in an instant.
And as morning gives way to afternoon, one driver has stopped in the worst possible way.
427 northbound. Looks like an oil or gas truck that's tipped over. Apparently smoking.
Really, if I'm Tango 007, I'm also en route to 427 northbound 401.
I'm gonna need heavy boats. You're gonna also need a cleanup crew. 10-4.
So I'm just heading over to a rolled over tanker truck.
MTO Fire Department ambulance on route.
Unknown whether there's any rupture in the tank, but there is liquid leaking.
10-4. Looks like all lanes are blocked, all traffic is stopped.
Really, if I'm Tango 007 on scene, obviously there will be environmental issues here.
Fire advising they do not have a way to stop this leak.
The whole ramp is going to be blocked back.
Be a long cleanup. Brian, how many kilometers is the backup?
Oh boy, what a mess.
A vehicle rollover has shut down all lanes on the 427 northbound ramp to the westbound 401. There's fuel all over the roadway. Emergency crews at the scene.
Northbound traffic trying to funnel into the 401 is completely stuck.
It is diesel only at this time.
Diesel isn't as flammable as other fuels like gasoline, but it's still a threat. And if the diesel reaches the storm drain, the environmental impact could be even more serious.
We have fire department on scene here right now, pumping the fuel that's leaking onto the shoulder, trying to absorb and draw that diesel up before it overwhelms the dams and ends up going down into the ditches and into the catch basins.
There's a long cleanup ahead and a long afternoon for northbound drivers.
I'll be
me a while yet, guys. They got to clean up a lot of diesel fuel.
Traffic is being diverted all other directions from this area, going 401 eastbound, 427 north, and other areas.
OPP expect to keep the road closed for another 4 to 6 hours.
And as the day finally winds down,
What is that? Black ice ever wicked out here today.
across Toronto, the ice is only building up.
Good luck stopping if you need to stop.
Yeah, that right lane is a sheet of ice.
But as crews battle to make the road safe,
Oh, this don't look good.
the biggest call of the night is far off of any highway.
Holy, somebody's having a bad day.
In North York, just south of Eglinton Avenue, one family has had a very nasty wake-up call.
Toronto Fire, 222 on scene. We have police on scene.
A double tanker loaded with 15,000 gallons of gasoline has smashed right into a house.
Toronto Fire, Spot 232 to a corner command. We're conducting a primary search of the house. So far, we don't find anybody inside.
The family is unharmed, but the entire neighborhood is shaken.
It was like an earthquake. It was a really bad thunder. It's really just shocking.
We have a driver who was trapped in the truck. He had minor cuts and bruises. He is in the hospital right now, just getting checked out.
Wow, what a mess.
Abrams towing veteran lead-off John Allen is facing a job unlike anything in his 25-year career.
The entire front corner of the house, it's gone. Whoa. The front 6-8 feet of the house is wiped out. Whew. Oh my God. I've never seen this type of accident within the city. This is above and beyond your normal accident. You see another, 30, 40 feet ahead of him is a retirement home, right? If he was a little more that way, he could have took this house right down. If he was a little more this way, he might have missed the house, but he could have ended up in the retirement home. Yeah, this could have been way worse. Oh, what a mess. There's a whole recipe for disaster here. The house could possibly collapse onto a tank. We've got fuel lines dangling. If a pole comes down, we can get sparking, arcing, people get electrocuted, not to mention gasoline. It's just a recipe here for things to go way wrong, way too easy.
All apparatus is the fuel tanker that went through the house.
On a residential block in North York, emergency crews are facing a highly flammable load embedded in a family home.
I just imagine what it'd be like to be in bed and this thing come plowing through the front corner of your house, to walk downstairs and find a fuel tanker inside your house. It'd be quite the wake-up call.
John will need help for the job ahead.
Fun, wow.
So veteran op Bob Lashane has brought in a second wrecker.
I said a wake-up call on your night off, eh?
Oh, yeah.
It's not an everyday thing that you see a loaded set of fuel tanks into a house.
Abrams Heavy Manager Peter Kalagiovanni is assessing the extent of the damage.
We're waiting for the engineer to arrive for the house there, right?
Never seen nothing like this before.
The tanker trailer lost control barreling over the sidewalk and directly into the building.
So we're just waiting for a tanker. Fuel tank, pump that out.
Our plan is we're gonna get this thing offloaded, make it a little more manageable and a little safer.
They'll pump the cargo into a second tanker that's arrived on scene. But before they can get started on the heavy work, the fire chief has new info.
So just to update you, natural gas, you still have it running in this building.
Okay.
So if you smell gas, we don't know if the line's been severed, right?
Yeah.
Super, super careful.
There's still gas going to the building, and in on the wall behind here, we've actually got a gas main. It's gonna be quite the challenge.
Until the gas line can be shut off, the recovery is on hold.
The house is at risk of falling down. We got a loaded tractor trailer full of gasoline, which is very volatile. There's so many things that can go wrong here.
Mike, go right to Morrisburg. You can't miss us.
250 miles east, Duncan Cooper is on the move.
Okay, great. Yeah, I'll see you there.
The Cornwall crew is answering an urgent call to back up Bill's towing.
We're heading out to the 401. We got a rolled over tractor trailer reefer unit that's blocking traffic on one lane. So we gotta get there as quick as we can. See what we can do.
And Duncan has a new weapon in his arsenal, a 50-ton rotator.
This is the first real big recovery for this truck. We've been through all the testing phases, and this is now the real test.
Very anxious to see how it's going to perform today. So I got a lot riding on this truck.
It was a huge off-season project for Duncan.
Hey, Dunk? Yes, sir.
Can you back up a bit?
And his father, Al, who ran the company before him.
Watch me in the mirror here.
We had the truck in stock.
The front up.
We worked the frame, installed the wrecker on it, and
Okay, hold it.
it should be another good unit.
There. Very good.
The powerful new truck is part of a new era for Duncan and the company. One that comes with a bold new look for the fleet.
I always liked blue, and it just never came into the equation, so I decided we would run with this idea, and I had a lot of help from Kathleen on this.
Duncan's girlfriend helped plan the new design, but Al had a harder time letting go of tradition.
Originally, he didn't think we should go with that, but then ultimately at the end of the day, he said, you know what, it's your deal, you can do what you want.
Boy, oh boy, does that ever look sharp?
I know I get grumpy sometimes, but it worked out very good.
Very good. Did a good job.
Got a lot of blood, sweat, and tears in this thing, so let's see what it's made out of. All right, what do we got? Whatever reason, a tractor trailer coming down the highway, he came into the ditch and he wound up like this.
The refrigerated trailer is loaded down with over 40,000 pounds of frozen meat.
That's heavy. We'll be here for a little bit.
This is going to be a heavyweight job. This is going to be a serious recovery.
And we're back at it again.
Veteran op Mike McPhee is still feeling the aftermath from the broken ankles he suffered just over a year ago.
You got a sore paw this morning?
I'm walking. I'm in a wheelchair this year.
It's coming along good. A lot better than I expected. I don't think I'll ever quit.
Bill's towing owner, Bill Ewing, sized up the scene as a perfect first job for Duncan's new truck.
What are you thinking here, Duncan?
Bill got the job. He was called in for it, but he asked us to come in and let's use the rotator.
We're going to need a lot of muscle to get it back up. This job is going to be a good test for the new rotator that Duncan built.
Okay, I want to hook up both lines into that chain, because I want to try and see if we can lift the trailer and push it that way a bit, okay?
With the load inside at risk of spoiling, Duncan needs to work fast. First, he'll make a small lift so he can gauge the damage to the trailer wall.
We're gonna lift the trailer up, we're gonna block it, give it a little bit of a pick, see how it looks. You just stay down, Mike, you don't need to get up there.
Can you get it?
This is one of those situations, could be air cushions involved, there might be unloading involved, we're not sure.
Everybody clear?
Air cushions, you know, they're a wonderful tool, but they're extremely time consuming. So if I can avoid that, I will.
Air cushions support a trailer as they lift. They can prevent a rupture, but slow down the job.
Front of the trailer lifting it all?
Right into the corner, eh?
Yeah, if we can put two, I'll put two.
Hold it.
Hold it. Holding it. More.
Okay.
Sidewall of the trailer. It is going like this, but not too bad. I don't know if we're gonna need to air cushion this.
If Duncan avoids air cushions and relies on the rotator alone, he could shave hours off the job.
And quite honestly, I don't feel like dragging them cushions out if we don't have to.
But if the trailer rips open, his crew is facing a messy cleanup.
You got enough over there?
Bit of a gamble.
Command plus 232,000 moving forward to assess the meter on the damage note.
Late morning in Toronto.
That entire corner is hanging there now.
And the fire department has managed to turn off the gas supply to the damaged house.
Fire chief actually found the gas meters in amongst the debris, still attached to the gas lines. That's what you call luck.
Air go to it? Yeah, I'd say an air.
So now the sun's up, and you really see the destruction that this thing caused. You got hydro over there fixing the pole. You got gas company over here starting to dig holes. You got fire department. There's so many precautions.
The gasoline offload is almost complete.
First step's gonna be move that car then. I guess, yep. Okay.
John and his crew need to remove the final obstacles to their recovery of the truck.
This whole scene, it's like a big game of pickup sticks. You move the wrong stick, everything collapses. There's many different obstacles here.
Lift away, man, lift away.
This is one of them jobs where, you know, it'd be nice to get started, but there's so much involved before we actually get into pulling the truck out.
John, can you start lowering it down? You happy? Yep.
Back on the eastbound 401 near Morrisburg.
Are they still getting by? Left lane cars.
Afternoon traffic is starting to build, and so is the pressure on Duncan.
We're hoping we can pick it up with straps. It's a bit of a gamble.
To save time, Duncan has decided to skip the air cushions and bet that his new rotator can lift the trailer intact.
So what we'll do, I'm gonna use 4 straps in total, okay? Okay.
Mike's wrecker will pull on the front to force down the tractor, while Duncan cradles the trailer with straps and wrestles the semi upright.
And this one can go into this yellow strap.
We call it Christmas wraps, and you're crisscrossing your straps. So it almost looks like a Christmas present when you put that ribbon around it.
Okay.
I don't wrap presents very well, but I'd imagine that's what it should look like.
Now, I don't know if this is gonna work the way I want it, but we're gonna try.
Try anything once.
The The straps will hold the trailer wall against the 50,000 pounds pushing from inside. But straps can't provide the same support as air cushions.
It's a calculated risk. Is it going to come? If it's coming, it's going to do it a whole lot faster.
Okay, so we're gonna bring it over. You guys ready to go? Yeah? Okay. Take it away.
I can hear the trailer stressing, it's creaking, it's groaning. I'm like, oh, come on, baby, don't disappoint me now.
About to come over, gentlemen. Textbook.
Duncan's risk is rewarded.
Absolute powerhouse. All that work for 1 minute and 17 seconds of fun.
It was a gamble that paid off. This is a good example of what this truck is capable of.
Got her all hooked up, over with no airbag. I'm not gonna lie about it, but the fingers were crossed. This was gonna work.
Good job, Bill. That went well.
Yep. Duncan made the right call on not using the airbags. It was a win-win for everybody.
Thanks for coming out, Mike. I know you're hurting a little bit, but...
Oh, yeah, but I gotta keep going.
All right, we'll see you back at the yard, okay?
It's a successful job kicking off a big winter and a bright future.
You couldn't ask for a better opening wreck for the season.
Advised that all the fuel's been transferred off the vehicle involved in the collision.
Back in Toronto.
Oh, this definitely could have been a lot worse.
It's been almost 20 hours since the tanker crashed into the house.
I'd like to say we're halfway done, but for some reason, I don't think that's the case.
John and crew have finally been given the okay to try to remove it.
So we're gonna just pull an axle out of this thing? Hopefully.
Yeah.
Finally, we're gonna have to start dragging this thing out. We're gonna watch real close, make sure, nothing big is gonna fall. The last thing we want is the entire house to come down.
You're gonna set up on one wheel, and Bob's gonna set up on the other. We're gonna drag it this way.
Bob will pull and direct the rear trailer from the side. John will wrangle the front trailer, dislodging it along with the tractor.
Being that it's a B train, it's a little more complicated with 2 pivot points versus the 1.
I've got fire guys keeping everybody beyond a tree over there.
When you're pulling on something very heavy, there's a lot of things you got to watch out for. It's all about safety more than anything.
Okay?
Yeah, go ahead. Get over here.
You guys ready?
Go ahead, Bobby.
Hey.
We're pulling this truck out, and there's some creaking and crunching.
It's gonna be pretty serious if the house falls down.
On a residential street in North York. The Abrams crew is working to ease the tanker from the house without toppling the entire structure.
We're pulling it out, and a few pieces of wood are falling. There's a little bit of creaking.
That didn't sound too good.
I don't know. We got to keep going, but hopefully this thing don't come down.
Tommy. Stop.
Good.
That's as far as it's going.
The house is still standing.
Wow.
But the job is far from over. They need to move the tanker onto the street. And there's a car fused to the front end.
It's pretty mangled, eh? I've never seen a car get wrapped around a truck like this car is wrapped around that truck. Not even on the highway have I seen a car get crunched this bad. We're gonna put a line to the car, try to weave it in around whatever's left of the car there, and hopefully as Bob pulls the truck back, the car kind of pulls itself out. That's the plan. Is it gonna work? I think I'm just gonna rip the car to pieces, but gotta try.
But just wrenching the car free comes with an added danger.
As you're doing this, we're gonna get a couple hand lines off just in case.
Yeah.
Because there's fuel here.
There's leakage from the gas from the cars. I'm smelling fuel. Any sparks, anything could happen.
One wrong spark and up it goes.
Trying to fire off front, man. Stand by.
All right. I'm ready to rock.
Are we there, John?
Okay, keep going. Okay, stop.
Stop, Bob.
Wow.
The car came detached from the front of the tractor, so it worked in our favor.
I'm amazed. It slid off, not even snagging whatsoever.
Now they've got to weave the tanker around the utility poles and debris onto the street.
I am positioned at the back of the truck so we could pull the trailer out onto the road on a bit of an angle to get it all the way out.
Bob, go ahead. Watch yourself.
But as the tanker moves backward, the tractor starts turning toward the house.
Thomas, stop.
Stop.
The steer axle's busted. It's causing the truck to steer towards the house. But I've been here 15 hours already. We just keep getting obstacle after obstacle. It's just terrible. We're so close, but so far.
I don't know if it's an accident or what. There's a wreck up there involving your tanker.
200 miles southwest.
Backed up. So I take it there's an accident up ahead then?
Border-bound traffic is backing up at the Blue Water crossing.
What's your thoughts? What do you think we can do with it?
A semi has sideswiped a tanker, shutting down the road and cutting off access to the bridge.
We might have to lift the back end just a hair to get the pressure off.
Gary and Colin Vandenheuvel had to cut their dinner plans short when the urgent call came in.
Anytime we have a collision at the bridge, it's always critical to get these things cleaned up as quick as we can because this is an international border, the second busiest border crossing in North America.
Watch your eyes.
We get collisions here on a regular basis. Sometimes they miss the fact that the trucks in the lineup have stopped, and fortunately, these are the consequences.
Big mess. Big mess.
Tonight, neither driver has been badly hurt, but the destruction is extensive.
Holy mess.
It's a big wreck, and we've got debris everywhere, so I'm going to be bringing out the entire team for this.
It's a team that looks very different from past winters.
Do you want me to come up front here now?
Colin's relying on junior op Tim Halliday, still learning the ropes of heavy recovery.
Tim started last year, and he's slowly been working his way up through the ranks.
Other than Gary and Colin, I'm the most experienced one there, which is really weird, because I'm still pretty new at this.
Keep going. There we go. Now I got room for the boom.
Just before 8 p.m., the float trailer arrives, driven by another new face.
Pull up way in front of it, and he'll do the lift, okay?
Rookie Aaron Gregory.
Won't go in between the spring and the frame. Is that all right?
Yep.
Over the summer,
That's how it's done.
Gary's 2 senior operators left town and the company.
With Kyle and Glenn both moving on,
Absolutely perfect.
it's changed things again for me. Now we have to bring in a new crew, a little bit of retraining here going on.
Should be fun.
Okay, we'll get the trucks swung around here, and
Colin is now Gary's senior heavy operator, working with a rookie crew that needs his guidance.
no, that's boom down, so that's boom in towards you, okay? No, you don't have to go on the outside of the spring, just outside of the frame there, yeah.
Tonight, Colin's leadership and his new team face a major test.
It's a little bit of a different dynamic. I'm trying to show them what we do here at Preferred.
So while Gary clears the tanker, the semi and its mangled tractor will be up to Colin and his beginner lineup.
So this will give us lots of view angles, so we're not gonna break the chains or anything like that. So this is the first major scene that Aaron's coming to with us, so I'll just keep him under my wing tonight and show him what we gotta do. Okay.
I am super excited to be here and working with the team.
Can I grab the yellow spreader bar there?
Oh, yeah.
To speed up the removal of the tractor and keep it from breaking apart, Colin's banking on a new piece of gear.
Just set it on the ground beside it for right now. I'll lift it with the rotator itself. We've brought out a specialized stabilizer bar to help us actually lift this tractor up nice and evenly without it wanting to roll. So I'll need 2 chains, 1 on each side, 2 shackles.
3 shackles?
I guess, yeah. Instead of trying to put 2 chains down there and having them crush up into the engine, we can run 2 chains straight down, and then it's the line up to the spreader bar there, and it lifts it perfectly, so.
It should steady the lift, but Colin hasn't even had a chance to try it out. And he's got to get his new crew up to speed in a hurry.
This is our first test with it, but everything we've seen, it works really great, so pretty excited to use this.
The rigging point has taken a pretty good hit, so I'm just a little concerned about the structure. Just want to make sure that when he does lift, it holds together.
Watch yourself here.
We got the spreader bar in place. They're just putting the chains up to it right now and then get this thing flying. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that looks good.
I'm happy with that. as I'm starting to lift the truck, it's actually starting to lean further and further.
It's definitely mangled.
If we keep lifting, it's actually going to fall over onto its side. I don't think she's going to work the way I want her to. Yeah, it's not going to work.
Gotta work, man. It's gotta work.
On O'Connor Drive in Toronto, the marathon recovery has placed a hurdle at the finish line.
Tractor's getting a little close to the house, so we're gonna winch the tractor sideways.
John has had to reposition to steer the tractor away from the house or risk toppling the structure.
I'm very tired. I've been here since 2 o'clock in the morning, so I'm almost on a 24-hour shift now.
After being on scene since last night, it's a wrinkle that nobody needed.
I'm gonna pull it away from the house as Bobby pulls it on the road. So it's kind of like a dance. Bob's gonna lead, I'm gonna follow.
Am I good to yank?
Yeah.
It's a precision move that demands total coordination.
24 hours on scene. You know, I'm feeling a little tired. I have a little recharge shoot a day. But, you know, to run 24 straight, you know, we do it once in a while. You push on. Push on until you're done.
We got her out. Finally.
A few challenges, you know, throughout the day. A few speed bumps to overcome. A little bit of risk of things bursting into flames, but, you know, we managed to stay cold on this one.
Top 5, clear O'Connor Drive, return to station.
Roger.
Hey, you guys were really good. I really like the way you guys work. You made our job a lot easier.
It went the way we wanted to go. Good job for my team.
The building is still standing. And so is the crew.
All right.
All right.
Good job.
Good job, buddy. It's a nice pleasure working with you again.
Always.
We'll see you in the ditch again.
So this has been a long job, but the team, we pushed through, we got this done, and we're finally on our way.
I don't want to see this intersection for like 5 years.
How's the border look in Oregon?
On Highway 402, just east of the Blue Water border crossing,
You can see parameters of backed up.
the backlog of trucks and cargo is only getting longer.
Spreader bar isn't going to work for this one, unfortunately.
Colin needs to rethink his plan and re-rig the tractor.
The way that this truck is bent and the frame is pushed over, it's actually pushing a lot of the weight to one side, which is making it want to roll as we're picking it up.
So we'll just get rid of the spreader bar in total then?
As much as I'd love to use our fancy new toy, it's not going to work out in this situation.
How goes the battle, guys?
We can't use a spreader bar.
Not working?
We need to get this thing cleaned up as quickly as possible to get the border flowing again. So we're gonna put a short chain on one side and a long chain on the other, and then that way that'll give us the pick that we need, hopefully.
With pressure mounting, Colin needs his rookie team to work like old pros.
He's the lead operator, and he's in charge of the guys. He's making the calls out there.
Just want to make sure it's going to lift for us properly. She's in the air. Okay. If I can get you to come in now.
Okay.
I'll get it lifted, okay?
All right, sounds good.
The tractor is rising, straight and steady.
That's good enough. Bring him back.
But as Colin swings it toward the float trailer,
A little breezy tonight, eh? She's blowing a bit.
Yeah. The wind's starting to pick up, and with the way that this truck is damaged, it's already leaning to the one side, and any external force like the wind can really have a devastating effect. Oh, that wind is getting strong. Man, that is ugly. Yeah, whoa, whoa. How am I over there for the tires? Good?
Yeah, you're looking good.
Okay.
Do a measurement, guys, before you take off, okay?
What do you got there for height, Darren?
There's about 14.
What?
9.
14.9? We thought we were ready to roll out, but the problem is we're way over height. We've got to knock this thing down somehow. That high? Holy crap. What do you got there for height, Darren?
There's about 14.
What?
9.
14.9?
on the 402 at the doorstep of the border.
That high. Holy crap.
Colin's rookie team has reached its limit.
We're gonna hit wires, we're gonna hit overpasses, we're gonna hit street lights. We've got to knock this thing down to at least 14 foot to clear all that stuff.
Twisted by the impact, the truck is sitting well above its normal height.
14.9, that's a little high.
Yeah, that's a lot high. Okay, well, we might have to punch the caps out of these. So we're just gonna let a little bit of air out of these tires just to bring it down a little bit more.
By now, U.S.-bound traffic has been backing up for over 5 hours.
That'll bring it down another 4 inches at least, 4 to 6. If we can get it to around the 14-foot mark, I know we're not going to hit anything on our way back to the shop.
How'd we do, Col?
Good, we got it down about 5 inches so far.
What's that?
14.4 right now.
That's not bad.
It should be just enough room to get the truck off the highway so they can adjust further.
I think that brought it down significantly. It leveled it out for sure.
The job demanded quick thinking and quick action. A good lesson and good trial run for a brand new crew.
It's a really good recovery by the guys. You know, this is the stuff they need to see before the winter hits. You know, when we get in the thick of it, they're going to be on their own for some of this stuff, and they need to be able to work on their own and do stuff like this without any assistance.
We're just learning how to pick everything up just right and make sure everything goes good and everybody's safe at it. That's the best way to go.
It was a really good test for me to step up and be that leadership role that I am looking to do. And I think that my dad's going to be pretty happy with what he saw.
Colin's showing him the ropes, so he's doing a really good job. Big lift, so you know, a great job for these guys to learn. Good job to start with.
I think we've got a good start to a season, and I think it's going to be a pretty good run for us this year.
Okay, good job, guys.
We'll get out of here.
ETAs of 5 to 7 hours for a tow.
Next time on Heavy Rescue 401.
You don't have winter tires. Don't drive on a day like this.
A massive snowstorm buries Toronto.
Come on.
Ice and fire
This doesn't look good.
create a dangerous mix.
Ain't gonna work.
And deep snow
I've only seen snow like this maybe twice in my life.
brings deep problems.
So close, but so far.